have an inner attack pilot just waiting to get out? Ever feel the need to fly around, look at things, and occasionally blow them up? I thought so. Then this is the airplane for you. It's Beechcraft's AT-6 Wolverine, powered by a 1600 shaft horsepower Pratt & Whitney PT-6, and designed for military armed overwatch missions, such as the kind used in special ops. The Wolverine is a design derived from Beech's T-6 Texan trainer, but this is a combat airplane. I paid a visit to Textron to get an up-close look at this beast and strap it on.
In the Air Force, after you fly for a while and you hop into a fighter-type aircraft, the actual flying of the aircraft in some ways is considered secondary. They assume you know how to do that. The important part is employing it as a weapons system and being able to do that in combat. We can carry a variety of laser-guided weapons, GPS-guided weapons. We also fire guided and unguided rockets. We have an HMP 400 gun pod, holds 400 rounds of 50 caliber, and we can put one on each wing. I really enjoy its night vision goggle capability. So not only can you see better clarity just visually, when you have a targeting pod that has an illuminator, you can light certain things up on the ground. What you can do in the AT-6 is it has what's called a no-drop scoring system. So you could simulate the release of a weapon based on where you put the pipper in the HUD on that electronic target that you see in the HUD. You match those two things up and you hit the pickle button and the release of the weapon will come off. The aircraft will record that data. It'll record what your dive angle was, what your airspeed was, what your G loading was. And when you get back to a debrief, you can then sit down and review those tapes.
15%. Now get a load of this cockpit. 3 screens, a HUD, weapons controls on the stick and thrust lever, and of course the ejection seat lanyard down by your crotch. Taxiing is easy, and the nose wheel can make some very tight turns. Set rudder trim and flaps for takeoff, line up, bring up the power, and wait for 90 knots to lift off. Then gear up, flaps up, and climb out at 160 knots. I got a little IMC time climbing through a layer, then sampled the controls. For a 10,000-pound airplane, it's quite responsive. It's fully aerobatic too, so loops, rolls, and spins are allowed, of course. And the ailerons are effective right up to the stall brake. Paul coached me through a rocket attack on a virtual target. Believe me, his targeting expertise is better than mine. I think I shot my flight path marker. After more maneuvering, it was time to join up with our photo ship. It was a tight formation with plenty of aggressive breakaways. And a great way to end a great introduction to one of America's latest light attack and reconnaissance airplanes. Tom Horne, AOPA Live.